Welcome YouTube to the first episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. I'm Classy Otaku and welcome to the first episode of my channel. This is my premiere. Thanks for anyone who would be watching the first episode of a YouTuber's channel. Not really expecting a lot of people, but that's fun. This is just kind of for fun. I'm going to apologize in advance for the terrible video and audio quality. I'm kind of just recording this on my computer in a very small college dorm in the middle of nowhere, so there'll be background noises like my mini fridge or a fan or things happening in the hallway, so just bear with me until I can figure out how to fix that. I'm still learning how to do a lot of these things. Anyway, Sacred Stones was the first Fire Emblem game that I ever played, and it's my favorite. I think that's usually how it works out with most games in the series. Your first one ends up being your favorite. So I thought I'd start my channel off with a game I knew fairly well and that I love a lot, and I'd just like to share that with everyone. And let's get started. Our journey in Magvel awaits. Oh yeah, I have that. So I'm gonna start off on normal just because I'm still trying to get used to playing while being recorded. And I don't really have too much to prove. I mean, I'm brand new, so I can suck as much as I want. Yeah, for my test recording for like an hour, I got to chapter 4, so hopefully it won't take as long. And let's begin with the Fall of Renee. I'll try not to talk too much over the cutscenes. I mean, it's not like they're voice acted or anything, but just in case no one's played or seen a walkthrough of Sacred Stones, they may want me to be quiet so they can meet in peace. And we begin our story with such grim outlook with the fall of Renee. Seems pretty sucky for his kingdom. I mean, pretty small compared to Grotto, and they're getting attacked out of nowhere. And here is King Grotto, which is a really weird name to think about it. And here we meet Voltar. He's a reoccurring character if you haven't played the games already. And just saying, Seth, you picked the incorrect weapon when going up against Lance users. Don't you remember the weapon triangle that exists in your world? Yeah, Voltar's a little creepy. Yeah, Seth, I mean, it was either grab her like that or both of you would probably die. So I think she'd rather be alive. Probably not. I mean, he only had 2 generals, and there were like 6 different shamans and another general and troubadours. It wasn't looking good for your dad. Like, not at all. Oh, don't worry, Seth. You can still love this game. Nothing bad's gonna happen to you. I mean, unless you decide to use a steel sword against a silver lance again. I mean, then something bad will happen. And now we finally get control of Erica. Yeah, the opening cutscenes for Fire Emblem can get pretty long, but now we finally have full control, and since we're on normal mode, we don't have to go through any of those tutorials. Seth keeps his damage from Voltor, which is a cool little touch. But now, I'm going to take the time to train up Erica, because Seth is way overpowered for this point in the game. So, we need to get her up to snuff and get her some good levels. I will keep Seth next to her, though, just because I can't remember if he gives her any passive support bonuses. Yeah, but Erica will be fine against these goons. Anyway, while we're going through this prologue, I mean, I should not probably, but I just wanted to give a little bit of insight about why this is my favorite game, at least a little bit since it's just the prologue. One of the big reasons is because of Erica. I think she's a really fleshed out character. Maybe not fleshed out, as fleshed out as you can get in a GBA turn-based RPG, but even though she's the princess and she's obviously not as strong as some other characters you can get early on, or her brother, as you'll see, like chapter 4.5 or 5.5. And she's not really accustomed to fighting, but she still took the time to learn so she wouldn't be a burden, and she's not gonna let people put her in a corner. She's still gonna fight for herself, and ooh, got hit. And do whatever she can to help people. And I really appreciate that. Fire Emblem was one of the very first games I ever played. So she was the first female protagonist I think I'd ever seen in a video game who did that instead of just, oh no, the princess has been captured. Whatever are we gonna do? No, Erica, she just stood out to me, and I think that stuck with me for a very long time. I also love all the crit animations. I mean, Erica's is nothing like Lynn's, where she turns into 3 different people and just attacks out of nowhere. But it's still pretty nice to see. Also, that was a really good level up for her, but it's not like we're gonna see her getting strength and defense at the same time very often. It's more like a skirmish, Erica. Not really war. See, that's kind of what I was talking about. She doesn't really like fighting, but she will if it's necessary. And I don't know, I really appreciated that part of her character. And that's the prologue. So guys, I think I'm going to end this here. I think that's probably a good introduction into how I'm going to be running things. I also don't think I can make episodes that long since I'm new to YouTube. So I'm just going to end it off here. Next chapter, we'll meet a couple new characters, be introduced to a new country, and hopefully get Erica a couple more levels. So this is Classy, signing off.